find that teachers come with that same kind of attitude a lot of times. They go, I don't need to hear about this, touchy-feely stuff and getting in contact with myself. I just want to go straight to, now how do I teach the black kids?
Right.
And one of the things that I'm finding is that after they go through the innocent child portion of the program, they seem to come with a much more developed sense of what it means to teach a child holistically.
Because I won't let them focus on black children. It's not about, race becomes immaterial at some point, yes.
I just think that I have just been trying to establish some relationships with kids, trying to think of what don't they know about them, what is their story, right? What is their story? Because a lot of times I just don't think about it. I don't have time. You're so busy doing, but it is important. It is important to understand where they're coming from and what they're. And a lot of these kids, I think, also don't necessarily have parents that know some of that stuff either,
What we're going to do while we're in the circle is ask you to turn to the person next to you and have that person share with you for 5 minutes, why did I choose to be a teacher or be in education?
So her dad said, you know what, you need to figure something out. You need to go find a way to get some money. So she went online. He said, why don't you think about going into education? And she said she just Googled education and all Nebraska popped up. She applied for the job and she got it and we got her. So that's her story.
With Minnesota Humanities, the achievement gap is, and I want to get it exactly right, based on a relationship gap, a human understanding and need.
So community needs, we want parents to come to this. And so parents that are in your school who, they're already engaged to some level, you want them to understand what is this work? What is the humanities approach? What are F's and narratives? How is this working? Invite them to this workshop.
But my heart is really about teachers. I was a lifelong teacher and I love teaching and I love teachers. I know how committed you are and how wonderful you are. When I look around, I just feel like I have so many friends in the room.
So American Indians didn't have science as extrapolated as to what we think of in the Western mind, and no connectedness here, but rather it was, again, part of this holistic, the spiritual holism, that all things are related. We didn't create none of it. We didn't have any hand in it. But we're all related, and as I told you, however, here in the Western thought, man understands these, but is not related to the earth is an inert thing.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring with the harmonies of liberty.
And I asked this in class, what is it that Latinos have in common? What is it that Hispanics have in common? And everybody says, it's the language, it's the language. And I always say, yeah, because we all speak English, right? And they go, no, it's not the language. Oh, it's the religion, it's not the religion. It's this idea, going back to what Mari's saying with discrimination, it's this idea that we're not citizens.
It is up to our generation, it is up to us to make sure that our stories are being preserved and passed on so that our children know who they are, where we came from, and what a great people we have been in this society.
Place is more than a static point in space. From its earliest origins, the word place has conveyed a sense of activity. Place is where events occur. Every place is unique, and each unique place literally gives stories their shape. As M. Scott Momaday wrote, events do indeed take place. What is more, a sense of place is essential to a sense of history. The most illuminating, immediate, engaging, meaningful history is the story of what happened here. Every place has a history, and the history of a place is inclusionary. It tells us how we got here.
Whatsoever you do to the least of them, you do also unto me. The word says, suffer the
It's about the kids, but it's also about how we work with those adults who are in the classrooms every day, hands-on with those kids. So how do we help them feel empowered to really make a difference by the way we engage with them, by the way we structure the day, by the way we offer little opportunities to recognize them. What is it about that? As we're talking about these values, what does this look like now for me as a leader? As our teachers are developing new ways of engaging.
If you have someone in your life who's tearing you down, you have a choice. You can sit back and take it and let what they're saying become your future, or you can say, that ain't gonna be my future. Keep watching me. Keep watching me. I'm gonna show you. But you have a choice.
And Liberty is, it's right between North and South. It's on 20th and St. Mary's, so it's right across from the Children's Museum. It's a downtown school. 66% Latino, 12% white, 12% African American. That other group is growing, which I really love. Like other is sort of, all different combinations.
When people think of South Omaha, they think of South High School. And we are about 4 blocks east of South, but we're kind of a little, Renee says we're a little diamond in the rough, but so lots of people don't know about Spring Lake. But
I know that you're really looking at how you build relationships with all kids. I know that you're looking at how you make a difference in the lives of all students, regardless of religion, ethnicity, SES, disabilities. How we reach out, how we create those relationships really is the cornerstone to our success.